One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Newburgh, Beacon, New York. Beacon. This is NBA One Take, February 28th, 2023. And for me, it's NBA news, as well as 3 games on the docket in a series review of one of the greatest series of all time. I'm going to review something. But let me get to the NBA news now. So Quin Snyder is going to be in as the head coach, right? He's in as the head coach for the Atlanta Hawks, taking over for one Nate McMillan. Now, let me tell you something. This is a good hire. I love Quin Snyder. If you watch, I have love for Quin Snyder because he's a good coach. You know, when I talk about coaches, I know when you're a good coach. He's a good coach. Now, coming in for Nate McMillan, you know how I felt about what happened with Lloyd Pierce. I was very upset with management and upset with certain players on the Hawks. And it looks like those same certain players got Nate out. And now Quin Snyder's going to come in. But I think Quin Snyder's coming in with more assurance about the team and what's the direction more than of Nate and Lloyd Pierce. So now I think it's more up to the players, right? And general manager. So Quin is going to be in. He's going to take over. People say it is a weird move. To me, it is a weird move, but I think he just wanted to get his feet in, see what's going on, assess the situation, ride out this season, see what sticks, and then we're going to do some real big changes next season. And that's probably is unconventional, but I feel that hearing that's probably what's best for the Atlanta Hawks right now. I think that's just probably best for the Atlanta Hawks right now. Same when you're trying to do certain moves and things like re-sign and rebuild and extending, possibly trading. So I think that was a good move. Now, LeBron James is going to be out for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks with that injury. I'm very upset about this. His foot, because he said he heard the pop, and I'm real upset. So the Lakers gotta really do something, figure things out, figure this shit out, figure it out. It gotta be figured out, because I'm very, very upset with this. LeBron, all the best. You should be coming back. We gotta do some damage, especially with this homestand. We got to win these games. We got to win. At this point, it's, I hate when I hear the people, saying, oh, man, they should eye the 60. No, get into this position to go to the play-in or whatever you're trying to do. Win as much games as possible, wherever you feel. If it's the play-in situation, then you got to beat somebody in one game, advance until you get to the playoffs. That's the whole thing. You got to continue to win as much as you can, Okay, and Lamelo Ball, he got injured and he's out for the year. This is understandable because the Hornets is an utter disaster. This whole season was a disaster. Lamelo Ball has been injured. It's been a real bad season, terrible season for them, the entire franchise. It's really extremely bad in Charlotte, and I think for the most part a lot of those players is not going to be there next season. They're going to rebuild. Hopefully they get into the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. They can land him with LaMelo, and I think that's for the most part the direction they're going to go. I think they're going to do a real big rebuild with LaMelo, whatever they draft, and start something totally different. because you got to look at this. Lamelo coming in, the team is not being built around him. He comes in with players and things like that, and then he makes these guys better, but this is not guys they brought in to help build around him. I think this is when they're going to do it next season. And I think this is the best thing. That's why I thought that they was going to be active at the trade deadline, but obviously they didn't. Monetary money issues and things like that. No disrespect to Michael Jordan, but he does not really spend too much as an owner. Okay, so that's my thing on the Hawks. Now, the first game of the night was the Miami Heat. They beat the Philadelphia 76ers in a close one, but they was led by Jimmy Butler. He almost had a triple-double, 23, 11, and 9. And Bam Adebayo had 13 and 7. And for Phillies, Joel Embiid, 26 and 12. James Harden, a double-double, 20 and 12. And Tyrese Maxey with 23 points. Well, the Heat wins here. Philly takes a big loss. I think they say Miami's their kryptonite or some crap like that. I don't know. They just always beat them. And this lets you know all about my man Buckets. Jimmy Buckets does his thing. Jimmy Buckets, he do his thing, man. And they got to understand that. And this is a tough loss of Philly. Philly trying to go up in the standings, they want to get that eye for that number 1 seed, for different reasons. Winning the East, trying to avoid possibly play Cavs or Knicks in that second round matchup instead of a Bucks or Boston matchup, which I feel they know they can't beat. But, Philly needed that win, but they didn't get that. And the next game of the night is it was a good one. It was the Knicks versus Celtics. The Knicks wins, and they led by Julius Randle, 23, Jalen Brunson, 17, Manuel Quickley at 23, Mitchell Robinson, 10 and 13. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum at 14, 9 and 7 before he was ejected for some controversial calls and things like that. It's a tough one from him. Marcus Smart had 19, and Malcolm Brogdon had 22. Well, this was a tough loss for them. This is a tough loss for the Celtics. But the Knicks right now is riding high. And the Knicks, there's a buzz in New York. There's a buzz with these Knicks. I'm telling you, I'm here. It's a buzz. And it's not getting irritating, but it is a buzz. And the Knicks are showing me something totally different. Totally different. And this team is not playing. They're not playing. And the last game of the night is the Orlando Magic versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The Magic get the win here, led by Paolo Banchero, 29 and 8. And Wendell Carter had a double-double, 11 and 11. And then for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram had 25 and CJ McCollum with 18. Let me just say that Orlando gets this win here. Paolo Banchero was clearly the best player in his draft class. He's going to be Rookie of the Year. I think it's just unanimous. He's on another level. I love to watch him play. This guy is no joke. I did have issues with the whole thing with him and DeJounte Murray in the summertime, but, when I just seeing his game, how he plays, oh my God, I'm telling you. Because I think they're eyeing the play-in game, and they feel they can get into the playoffs and really, really do some extreme damage to a teams in that first seed. That's a confidence they feel that Jamal Mosley and them in Orlando really, really has had their sights in getting into that play-in and really make some serious noise and get into the playoffs and really do some serious damage in the playoffs. And that's what I heard about them. And that's a real thing to really hear. And for Orlando, that's, it's been a while, but man, I don't know. They can be something in the years to come. Well, let me talk about Snowfall. Episodes 1 and 2 drop. Yes, I'm gonna talk about Snowfall weekly by episode. This season is very emotional for me because I'm seeing family fight, and Franklin and Jerome and Louie, and Franklin mom. This is real serious with everything going on, and it's tough to watch this. I'm telling you, it's really tough. And to see the scene that I did repost, and drugs and all this other stuff, but this is really tough to watch. This is really, really tough thing, and this is extremely tough to watch. Franklin wants his money, and that's the main thing. He wants his money, and he wants it by all means. And Louis and Jerome, this is just really tough. It's really tough. Just to really go through those first 2 episodes, it's really tough. But this is NBA Onetake. It's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.